I mean, what exactly is the military situation on the ground in Lebanon as of today? When earlier this month, we read reports that Hezbollah was inflicting heavy losses, especially tank losses on the IDF. But then we keep reading about Israeli bombardment of all the Shia villages right up to Beirut, especially in southern Lebanon. It seems like they want to flatten southern Lebanon exactly how they flattened Gaza. So, what exactly is going on militarily?
Exactly. Before going to that, if you go through the demography of the Lebanon, it is a very unique country. It has a 53% the Muslim population, 41% Christian population, but out of Muslims also there is 26% Shia population and another 26% Sunni population. Among the Christians also there is 28% Catholics and some 5% of Jews as well. So this is a very unique country. But to go back to your question, as of just now, when at that point when you are mentioning that the talks actually started with under this leadership of the Mark Rubio in Washington, the military picture is that Israel is conducting combined air and ground campaign in Lebanon. It continues to do so in southern Lebanon, especially in Bint Jabil, and has made it a major ground. They are also striking the Beirut, Tyre, the Bekaa Valley, and other areas from the immediate front line. Israel had more than doubled its troops near the border in the March itself and had taken the position inside South Lebanon and was searching evacuated villages. And there is encirclement and ground assault on Bint Jabil, while Israeli officials said they expected a full operational control there within days. On the question of Hezbollah losses versus Israeli losses, the picture is very asymmetrical. Hezbollah is still fighting and has shown it can slow Israeli ground advances, especially in tough urban border terrain like Bindi Jabil. They have succeeded in slowing ground advances of Israeli troops, but saying that they are inflicting very large Israeli losses will be an exaggeration. The Lebanon's death toll has risen to it has almost crossed 2,000 now, and displacement saved 1 million. That tells you the battlefield is not one of the balanced attrition. It is one which Hezbollah is still resisting, but Israel is imposing vastly higher costs on Lebanon as a whole. There is extensive evidence that Israeli bombardment has hit civilian areas far from the front line. The UN human rights chief has called for the scale of killings, destruction as very horrific, and actually Netanyahu is out to make Lebanon another Gaza if he is not stopped at this moment.
So you spoke about more than 2,000 people being killed and 1 million displaced. I was wondering if you can sort of talk a little bit about the humanitarian tragedy unfolding there. Lebanon, as I said, is a beautiful country, very diverse: Sunnis, Shias, Christians, Jews, Arabs, and it's really heartbreaking to see this country being dismantled militarily like this. So, what exactly is the mood on the ground? What is the scale of humanitarian tragedy and the response to it?
Yes, exactly. It is such a beautiful country with so mountains, with such a history, such an ancient civilization. This country going to such an unfortunate situation. Like I told you, just like that, too. That killings have now crossed 2,000, and there are women, children, medical workers, and displacement is to 1 million for such a small country, which has just 5 million of population. Out of those 5 million, 1 million have been displaced, and the sufferings are not limited to south only. People have fled from even some other areas as well. In this Beirut, the capital itself is a victim. The hospitals, ambulances, Red Cross facilities have all been hit. And for the mood, it is a mix of fear, exhaustion, grief, anger, and division. There is anger at Israel's bombardment, but also a growing internal Lebanese argument over Hezbollah's role in dragging Lebanon deeper into regional war. Public opinion is divided. Many Lebanese want the war to stop at any cost. Others reject talks with Israel under fire, and Hezbollah's support base remains committed to resistance even as the social toll grows. So the public mood is not one thing; it is national trauma mixed with the political fragmentation as well. If I can simplify it.